Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my 5th Total War Shogun battle. This is a interesting one, and I will say I did pretty well. This is Fall of the Samurai. This is my second battle with the Fall of Samurai, and coincidentally, I actually fight the same dude that I fought in the first battle, the Penetrator dude. And in the first battle, I did kind of wreck him. If you guys missed that video, you guys can go check that out. But yeah, I beat him pretty well, and he's a 5-star. Keep that in mind, guys. He's a 5-star. I am currently a 0-star. So he did get pretty handily wrecked by a 0-star. I do that with my Cav, which he just, I don't know. I beat him the first time because he did not bring any Cav at all, and he decided to do the same thing the next round. You'd think he would learn, but maybe not. So, I'll go over my opponents here. Oh, wow. Battle has already begun. Um, oh, yeah, I accidentally, apologize about that, guys. I was actually alt-tabbed out of this and the battle had already started. So let me put it in slow motion. So, I've got 2 units of Yariki. As you can see, I'm moving all my men. Here's a shrine. I think this is a little bit unbalanced. My spawner's right here, and I get the shrine right away. So I'm not exactly sure about that one. I think you should put the shrine here and have us fight over it. The shrine is really good when you have very low morale units. And these are the only units, the only good matchlocks that I have. These are the Red Bear Infantry. We're just going to press that play button because the action doesn't start for a while. So I'm capturing the shrine. I realize that my opponent is going to be going for the farmhouse, so I continue my men on to capture the sword dojo and replace them with my my Yariki, which I nicknamed the Young Guard. Old Guard, Young Guard, they're all in Empire Total War, which this is kind of like Empire. You got muskets, you got cav, so I decided to call them the Young Guard. So, as you can see, let's go over and check out my opponent's army. So, he's got 1 unit, I believe he has 2 or 3 units of this interesting, they're very cool looking, I will say. The Shinsengumi police force, very interesting. He's got 2, 3, 4 units of those, and he does have units hiding in these trees. I saw him again and realized there's no way he didn't bring cav, but I was surprised, and you guys will see later that he didn't actually bring any cav, which I don't understand. I mean, musketmen are great, but if you don't have something to outflank the opponent with, you're sitting duck. You know, you really can't do anything. He didn't bring any melee units or any cav units, so I was very surprised in that. I was scouting. I scouted this area, because I was sure there had to be cav hidden somewhere, but no. So this is a pretty good battle, you have to see. So I decided to move off this way and just kind of, you know, move towards my enemy and continue to capture these dojos, which I am doing. I actually kind of failed. I had to put them. I accidentally mounted them again, and I had to dismount them. So it took a little longer to capture that shrine than I wanted to, but you know, it's okay. So now I'm going to be scouting with my my horsemen. I'm going to bring them into these woods and then continue on to these woods. Scouting is very important. You really do need to do it. Lots of people will hide their cav in the forest, and they will remain hidden if you keep them walking. As soon as they sprint in the forest, they will be seen. But if you started cav here, you could get all the way over to about here, and they would still be hidden. So keeping your cav in the forest is a really good idea. And a lot of people will put them in the forest when they're setting up, and will keep them there to kind of surprise you. So he's got 1 unit of these matchlock catchies, which are pretty cheap units, not the best. And then here is his avatar. Apparently he likes white, I would say. Which I believe this is him right here. Yep, there he is. Nice bandana covering his bald head, very cute. Alright, so he formed some kind of a weird box here. I'm not really sure what he was thinking, but yeah, I was kind of interested. Obviously, this dude's playing on the defensive. He's made this kind of jagged line here. Not sure what he was really thinking, because that's going to give these men much greater range than these men, and I'm coming from this way, which doesn't make much sense. But you know what? I'll let him do his thing. So as you can see, I'm continually moving up my men, not expecting him to do anything. He just looks like he's totally content with sitting right there. As you can see, I've scouted this area. I was very surprised there was no cav in there. But I decided to keep my cav in here for now, because I didn't want to push out here and then have his cav rush me. Because I was very surprised that that there were no cav. You'd think you would learn the first time that you kind of need cav in order to be effective on the battlefield, but apparently my opponent did not. But anyways, I changed my ridiculously goofy colors, and now I kind of look like Britain. Actually, I look like Santa Claus. Holy crap, I look a lot like Santa Claus. Mucho Santa Claus. But I'm a big fan of UK. If you guys didn't know, so I like it. Look, black and white, black, red, and white. That's what I like. All right. So as you can see, I am continually pushing forward. I didn't even go over my I didn't even go over my army. I've got 3 units of this Red Bear infantry, and then supporting them, I have 2 units of the Matchlock Catchies. These guys, my Red Bears have a range of 125, and the Matchlocks have range of 100. So I put them on the flanks. As you guys can see, I put them about here, so that way I kind of make up for their the range difference. I put one here, and then I put one on the other flank. I'm just kind of trying to match the width of his line. So this slight increase will give them a little bit better range, not much. So these guys are going to kind of be my meat shields, and I'm putting these guys in the forest to hopefully give them some kind of shot. I'm not really expecting anything crazy for them. I'm relying on my Red Bear here to do most of the work. So here's what I really like to do. I like to separate my opponent, get him to divide his army. It makes him weaker. And again, if you guys remember last battle, he popped his rally right here for no reason whatsoever. Maybe he thought I was charging, and he needed to pop his rally for whatever reason. But that's a very bad idea, because I think you can't use it for another 3 or 4 minutes. So not entirely wise on my opponent, but you know what? Let them do what they want to do. So he did move a unit of the police force out here, which was a decent idea. But I can get up to about here, actually up to about here, before my men are even in visible range. I've got plenty of room to spare. And I keep these men here for a while, and I don't use them until I know that I'm going to be super effective with them, because I don't want to just rush into a volley of this, and there's no way I can get around them. There's no way I can rush right in here, because these guys are going to shoot me. So I'm totally content with sitting here, just kind of waiting on this hill, dividing his forces. These guys are going to be entirely useless for most of the battle, and you guys will see that. So let's see what's going on here. We're almost in range. These guys do actually get mowed down at the beginning. I was surprised. I didn't think the police force range was that great, but I moved them a little bit farther, and then yeah, here they go, starting to take shots. That's a pretty decent range. I believe that is 125. But I immediately rushed my men up so they can stop taking so many casualties and start actually dishing some out. But unfortunately, I actually have these men on walkers, so they're just walking up in a line, you know, taking tons of damage. That's totally fine. But eventually, these guys will start shooting, and we'll put some balls. And here we are. So yeah, decent. Again, these units are very cheap. Not really expecting a whole lot from them. My Red Bears, which aren't yet in range, and I believe they now are, and will unload into this unit right here. Only got 15 kills, but they will continue to pepper this unit. And if you can, always try to focus on one unit and get him out of the battlefield, or at least do enough damage to him. He did have some hidden units here that I kind of forgot about. But again, these are the Matchlock Catchies, which are kind of crap. So I do target them. In hindsight, I should have targeted the police force, but I targeted the Catchies, and these guys will get wrecked pretty quick. So he did take his commander to this other side, which he did need to do. These guys are getting hammered pretty hard. But I do believe I move up my cav just to keep his focus on my cav. I don't want him to start bringing another unit to shoot at my men. So I want to keep him busy with my cav, keep him thinking that I'm going to do something. So here we go. I move up my cav just to keep him aware, just to, you know, give him that false false pretense that I'm going to attack them. Again, these catches are getting wrecked. They are in cover, so I really should have been shooting at the police force. But these guys are not even shooting. They're hidden. I believe they're no, they're not hidden yet. But they're not shooting. I believe they're trying to be hidden. So there's that. And these guys do eventually pull back after taking quite a few losses. So we're pretty much in a massive shootout right now, and I was very confident in my men. I did outnumber him, and I had much better units in my opinion. I think the Red Bears are pretty damn good. I decided to get even closer and start dishing out even more damage. As you can see, this unit hasn't even been touched until that last volley. These guys are going to get some nice shots into this. Boom! See people drop over there. I like how this dude shoots at this pistol. The commander, nice. Do it again. Oh! Taking shots. Oh, taking shots. Shots fired. You guys will see, I do eventually rush right into these matchlock catches. He removed his police force, and I'm like, hey, these are perfect targets. Sir, these guys will easily get mowed down by these guys. And I timed it perfectly. These guys are actually running. They do see my cap coming in, try to turn around, but I would say it's a little bit late. Check it out. And absolutely wrecked them. I decided to take them straight for his general, not even any time. That one charge killed over half of them. So I moved them in to attack my general. There is this police force here, but I'm hoping I can get a little lucky. I'm winning the melee fight, so normally I would kind of back off, circle around, and not worry about this police force. But I decided to charge them in and hopefully get a lucky kill on their general, because that would pretty much finish the game. These units actually go about halfway into the water and then decide to rally in the water. They must have been thirsty, and then shoot me a little bit later, which kind of pissed me off. Whatever. So right now, what I did do was I lined up all my men and started shooting into this crowd, and that was not a good idea. You do actually lose crazy morale when you shoot at your own men. You guys see my morale is pretty low already. I decided to rush my general up here real quick and try to get a rally off so I can keep him in the fight just a little bit longer, which I actually do. But as soon as I start shooting at my own men, you see both of these men start breaking.
Damned liver-livered cowards!
Yeah, so that's never a good idea. So I am shooting my own men here a little bit, but once his men rallied, I decided to keep on the fire. So yeah, don't shoot near your own men. Bad idea. It really doesn't work. So as you can see, this unit here is about to come back and shoot me in the back a little bit, which I don't know, I kind of thought it was funny. Alright, but I decided to rush this last unit. They're already breaking with my general and just kind of finish the job. Here's that. Alright, so that's pretty much it though.
Victory is assured, sir.
And yeah, I turned my men around and just kind of mowed these men. I don't know why they look all pixely right now. These men look much. These Red Bears, though, they look so nice. But that was pretty much it. So a decent battle to my opponent. Again, bring cavalry. You need them. If you don't bring cavalry, at least bring some spears. At least bring some melee men, because you gotta be able to fend off the cav somehow. And for some reason, he didn't find that very important, and decided to focus all of his men on infantry. I find that happens a lot, actually. People get so awed by having muskets when you couldn't have this vast majority of them in Shogun 2. They're like, oh, I can take as many muskets as I want. Oh my gosh, and they're actually really good. And so they focus too much on the muskets and instead don't focus on the cavalry. Personally, I rely on my cavalry more than anything in my battles. You know, they are absolutely key, and you can totally make or break a battle with your cav. If you guys remember my last video, I threw away my cav in a really bad way, and I lost the battle because my cav was not there to support me. My spearmen were out of effective range, and I lost that battle very handily. So use cav, use them effectively. Don't charge right into a volley of men, and if you do, you're dead. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate it. Hit that like, hit that follow button. Sorry, follow button. Hit that subscribe button. I'm used to saying that on Twitter. or Twitch, sorry. I also stream. I stream some Minecraft, Unturned, Terraria, all that kind of stuff. So you guys can check me out. I'm Cubiting on Twitch. And yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.